Every year, millions of adults over 60 are seriously injured. Not from car accidents, not from falls down the stairs, but from exercises they were told are good for them. Today, we're going to change that. Welcome to the Silver Line, the place where your health and fitness come first. Let's be completely clear about something from the start. Staying active after 60 is one of the single most powerful things you can do for your long-term health, independence, and quality of life. The research on this is overwhelming and consistent. Movement is medicine. But, and this is the important part, not all exercise is created equal, and after 60, your body has changed in ways that make certain movements genuinely risky, even exercises that were perfectly fine in your 40s and 50s. Here's what happens as we age. Bone density decreases, particularly in women after menopause, but in men too. The cartilage that cushions your joints becomes thinner and less resilient. The discs in your spine lose hydration and shock absorption. Muscle recovery takes longer. And the connective tissue, the tendons and ligaments holding everything together, becomes less elastic and more vulnerable to sudden stress. None of this means you should stop exercising. Absolutely not. It means you should exercise smarter. And today, I'm going to show you 7 exercises that are widely done, but that doctors and physical therapists consistently flag as high risk for adults over 60. And for each one, I'm going to give you a safe, equally effective alternative. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear picture of what to avoid and what to do instead. Let's get into it. Exercise number 1. Behind the neck lat pull down. The behind the neck lat pull down has long been a gym staple. It targets the large latissimus dorsi muscles of the back and the rear shoulder muscles, and it has a reputation for building a strong, wide back. Many people have seen this exercise for decades and assume that if it's available at the gym, it must be safe. But here's the problem. The movement forces your neck and cervical spine into an extreme position. To perform it, you must push your head forward and down, placing your neck in a severely compressed position while simultaneously bearing significant resistance through that same vulnerable area. After 60, the cervical spine, the 7 vertebrae in your neck, has already experienced decades of wear. The discs between those vertebrae are less hydrated and less capable of absorbing load. This movement risks cervical disc injury, nerve compression, rotator cuff tears, and in serious cases, cervical spine fracture. Physical therapists across the board have removed this from their recommended exercise lists for older adults. According to the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, cervical spine injuries in adults over 60 account for a disproportionately high number of gym-related hospitalizations. The safe alternative is simple. The standard front-of-chest lat pull-down gives you the same back and shoulder muscle engagement with zero neck compression. Keep the bar coming to your upper chest, lean back slightly at around 15 to 20 degrees, and pull your elbows down and back. Add a seated cable row for additional mid-back strength. Both exercises build the exact same muscles without a single degree of cervical risk. Now let's talk about an exercise that's found in virtually every gym and seems completely harmless, until you understand what it's doing to the structures around your knees. Exercise number 2. Heavy leg press with excessive depth. The leg press machine feels safe because you're seated, you're supported, and you're not bearing weight through your spine. It's widely recommended for older adults who want to build leg strength without doing standing squats. And in principle, that's reasonable. The leg press can be a good exercise. The danger here is about how it's being done, specifically loading the machine too heavily and lowering the plate too deep toward the chest. When you lower the leg press platform past a 90-degree knee angle, particularly under heavy load, the shear forces on the knee joint increase dramatically. The knee, at that deep angle, is under stress that the cartilage and menisci of an older adult are often no longer equipped to absorb. The risk of meniscal tear increases significantly. Additionally, at extreme depth, the lower back loses its neutral curve and begins to flex, transferring compression onto the lumbar discs. The very discs that are already thinner and more vulnerable after 60. Studies published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research confirm that spinal flexion under load is one of the leading causes of lumbar disc herniation in older adults. The good news is you don't have to give up the leg press at all. Simply keep the range of motion to a 90-degree knee angle or slightly less, and prioritize good form over heavy weight. Better yet, complement this with wall squats, chair squats, single leg press at low resistance, and step-ups onto a low platform. These movements develop functional leg strength, the kind that directly supports your ability to stand from a chair, climb stairs, and walk without assistance. Speaking of the lower back, our next exercise is one that almost every adult has done since school, and it's causing far more damage than most people realize. Exercise number 3, full sit-ups. Sit-ups are deeply embedded in exercise culture. They've been in school PE programs, military fitness tests, and home workout routines for generations. People over 60 often return to them as a familiar, straightforward way to strengthen the core, a goal that is entirely valid and important. Strong core muscles support the spine, improve balance, and reduce lower back pain. But here's what's happening inside your body when you perform a full sit-up. The movement, where you lift your entire torso off the floor, places enormous compressive force on the lumbar vertebrae and the intervertebral discs, particularly at the bottom of the movement. Research by Dr. Stuart McGill at the University of Waterloo, one of the world's leading spine biomechanics experts, demonstrated that each full sit-up can generate over 730 pounds of compressive force on the lumbar spine. For a 30-year-old with healthy, hydrated discs, this is manageable. For an adult over 60 with naturally thinned discs, it is a recipe for disc herniation, nerve impingement, and chronic lower back pain. Additionally, the movement tends to encourage pulling on the neck, which places additional stress on the cervical spine. There are far better ways to build a strong core. Dead bug exercises, modified crunches where only the shoulder blades leave the floor, bird dog and plank variations are all significantly safer for spinal health, while being highly effective at building core strength and stability. The bird dog in particular, extending the opposite arm and leg from a tabletop position, strengthens the deep stabilizing muscles of the spine without any compressive load. Let's move on to an exercise that many older adults have added to their routine in recent years, believing it to be essential for functional strength. Exercise number 4, heavy conventional deadlift. The deadlift is celebrated in fitness communities as the ultimate functional movement, a full-body lift that builds strength from the floor up. There's even a well-circulated idea that if you can deadlift, you'll never struggle to pick things up in daily life. That idea isn't entirely wrong. Hinge patterns, the movement of bending at the hips, are genuinely important for older adults. The problem is specifically with the heavy, conventional barbell deadlift performed with compromised form. After 60, the combination of heavy spinal loading with the hip hinge position is particularly dangerous because it requires maintaining a perfectly neutral spine under considerable resistance, a technical demand that most people at any age do not consistently achieve. When the lower back rounds even slightly under a heavy deadlift load, the lumbar discs are placed under asymmetric compression that can cause or worsen disc herniation. The hamstrings and glutes, if not adequately warmed up and flexible, pull the pelvis into posterior tilt under load, worsening that rounding. Torn hamstrings, lower back injuries, and sacroiliac joint dysfunction are among the most common gym injuries in adults over 60, and the deadlift is frequently implicated. The Romanian deadlift with light to moderate dumbbells is an excellent, safer alternative that teaches and maintains the hip hinge pattern without the extreme spinal loading. Kettlebell deadlifts from a raised surface are also excellent for reducing range of motion to a safe level. Both strengthen the posterior chain, the glutes, hamstrings, and lower back, and they do it without putting your spine at unnecessary risk. From the weight room to the cardio floor, our next exercise is something you'll find in almost every gym, and many doctors are quietly recommending people over 60 step away from it. Exercise number 5. High-speed treadmill running. Many adults over 60 are rightly proud of maintaining running habits they've carried for decades. Running feels free, it's proven to support heart health and mood, and there's real identity wrapped up in being someone who runs. We absolutely respect that. But the concern with high-speed treadmill running is multi-layered for older adults. First, the repetitive impact of running transmits significant force through the knees, hips, and lumbar spine with every stride. Force that younger joints absorb well, but that arthritic or thinning cartilage handles much less effectively. Second, running on a treadmill removes the natural terrain variation and subtle balance corrections of outdoor running, increasing fall risk, particularly at higher speeds. Third, and critically, the risk of a cardiac event during vigorous exercise increases with age, and sudden high-intensity cardiovascular exertion without adequate warm-up is one of the recognized triggers. The American Heart Association recommends that adults over 60 approach high-intensity cardio with medical clearance and careful progression. The good news is that brisk walking, genuinely brisk, at a pace where conversation is possible but slightly breathless, delivers the vast majority of the cardiovascular benefits of running with a fraction of the joint impact. Swimming and water aerobics are exceptional alternatives. Zero impact, full cardiovascular challenge. Cycling, stationary or outdoors, is another outstanding option. And if you love running and have no joint issues, a run-walk interval approach supervised by a GP or physiotherapist is a sensible middle path. Let's head back to the weights area for an exercise that looks confident and classic, but carries a serious risk that many people simply aren't aware of. Exercise number 6. Heavy barbell bench press. The bench press is arguably the most iconic exercise in the gym. It's the go-to measure of upper body strength for generations, and many adults over 60 associate it with fitness, strength, and vitality. Building chest, shoulder, and tricep strength is genuinely important for maintaining the ability to push open doors, get up off the floor, and perform countless daily tasks. The goal is right. The method, at heavy loads, is where the risk lies. There are two main dangers of heavy bench pressing for adults over 60. First, the shoulder joint, specifically the rotator cuff, is under significant and complex loading during the bench press, particularly as the bar is lowered. Rotator cuff tears are among the most common injuries in adults over 55, and the incidence climbs steeply with age. The natural degeneration of the supraspinatus tendon makes it far more susceptible to tearing under heavy eccentric load. Second, performing heavy bench press alone, without a spotter, creates a genuine safety risk should failure occur. Trapped under a loaded barbell is one of the leading causes of gym-related death in older males. The rigid, straight bar path of a barbell can also place the shoulder in anatomically compromised positions that dumbbells or cables simply do not. The dumbbell chest press is a significantly safer and equally effective alternative. Because each arm moves independently, the shoulder follows its natural arc rather than being forced into a fixed path. Resistance band chest press, cable chest press, and push-ups, modified on the knees or as incline push-ups against a bench, all build the same muscle groups with far lower shoulder joint risk and none of the barbell trap danger. We've saved one for last that might genuinely surprise you, because it's often marketed specifically to older adults as a safe, beneficial core exercise. Exercise number 7. Full plank with compressed neck and breath holding. The plank has been enthusiastically promoted in health circles for years as one of the best core stability exercises available, and in the right form, that reputation is deserved. Many fitness programs aimed at seniors specifically include the plank. The issue isn't the plank itself. It's the version that many people actually perform it in. Full extended position, head dropping or craning upward, shoulders hunched, and crucially, breath held throughout. When an older adult performs a plank with a compressed or craned neck, the cervical spine is held in sustained inappropriate load bearing, a particular concern given the already reduced disc health we've discussed. Additionally, breath holding during isometric exercises like the plank causes a rapid and significant spike in blood pressure, a phenomenon known as the Valsalva maneuver. For adults over 60, particularly those with any history of hypertension, cardiovascular disease, or unmanaged blood pressure, this pressure spike introduces real cardiac risk. A 2019 study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine noted that sustained isometric exercise with breath holding was a contributing factor in exercise-related cardiac events in older adults. The incline plank, performed with hands on a bench or wall rather than the floor, dramatically reduces the load, allows better spinal positioning, and is far easier to maintain a neutral neck in. The key form cues for any plank variation: ears, shoulders, hips, and heels in one line, eyes looking at the floor directly beneath you, and continuous, steady breathing throughout. Never hold your breath during core exercises. And that wraps up all 7 exercises. Let's bring this together. Before we close, I'd genuinely love to know, which of those 7 exercises surprised you most? Was it the sit-ups? The plank? Something you've been doing for years without realizing the risk? Drop it in the comments below. Every comment is read, and it helps us make better videos for you. If this video has been useful, please give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need this information. And if you're not already subscribed to the Silver Line, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We publish new health and fitness content specifically for adults over 60 every single week, covering everything from safe strength training to balance and fall prevention to nutrition for healthy aging. You deserve accurate information that respects your intelligence and your experience. That's what we're here to provide. Here's what I want you to take away from today. Your body, at 60, 70, or beyond, is extraordinary. It has carried you through a lifetime of experience. It deserves to be exercised with intelligence, with care, and with knowledge. The 7 exercises we covered today, behind the neck lat pull-downs, heavy deep leg press, Full sit-ups, heavy deadlifts, high-speed treadmill running, heavy barbell bench press, and full planks with breath holding are not worth the risk. Their safer alternatives are just as effective, and they will serve your body for years to come. Exercise smarter, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next video right here on the Silver Line.